everyone, this is Jen from Scrapping Posh, and today we are going to do chemistry. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to play with the ceramic powder from Stamperia. This is a artistic studio creation video, how-to video, and the first thing I'm going to show you is how to open the container. There's this open tab. You push it in and then pull this out. It's trash. And then the top comes off. Okay. Now, the directions says, like, I think gives you the, it gives you the directions for, like, the whole bag, 16 ounces. But we're going to play and see if we can't figure out how to make less. Hi, everybody. So, I wanted to show you how to mix, because when I mixed it last, it didn't, or I didn't have the measurements right, so now I do. So I mixed this is the other one, which I think was like a pearlescent, and one thing I note is if you're going to like do this big long one, take it out, don't leave it in there, because what happened is the plastic started to bow, and it may have been because I had something underneath it, but the plastic started to bow up and it broke that big long piece. But let's try it again. So I'm just going to take these out, and just as before, they are easy. So I'm going to play this first, and then I'll show you how I decorated or did all these. And then another thing I'm going to do is add, or try to add, some alcohol ink to the actual ceramic stuff. Okay, so that one's nice too. So I don't know what the difference is now. Okay, so this one is called, it's extra light, and it is quite a bit lighter. So that's good to know. So I don't know if my mixing instructions are going to actually be the same. Let's see here. This says 800 milliliters to 1 kilogram. Okay, it is the same. So whatever I come up with, which if it's the same as what I did before, we should be all good. And then I think I'll do, I didn't do a very good job pouring these in, and I'll show you. I'm going to pour them in the same way because it was super easy. Maybe not right, but it was simple. It came out great. Okay, so yeah, this was my test. It wasn't a test run, it was like my effort to figure out the I want to say English measurements, standard measurements, not metric. Oh, imperial measurements, right? Okay, so one thing that we need to do is move everything off to the side. Okay, now I am going to use a half a cup of powder to a tablespoon of water. And a very strange thing is, and I'm going to try a quarter cup at a time, because when I added 1 tablespoon to 1/4 cup, it did not work. When I added the second quarter cup and the second tablespoon, it worked. So why, I don't know, but we're gonna see if maybe I just didn't see something right. And I figured that it has to be about, and this is the regular, this isn't the light. It's about the consistency of pancake batter. is what I came up with. So there's a 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon of water. This should work, but it is too thick. Okay, that is just, well, it's thinning out, so maybe it will work. Yeah, okay, so just stir it. I mean, it works, right? 1/4 cup of 1/4 cup powder, 1 tablespoon water. Now, that's the exact consistency you want it to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this other 1/4 cup. Oh, you know what? No, you know what I want to do? I want to color it. Let's color it. I have some alcohol ink in Latte. Let's see what happens. I don't want to add too much more. I can always add more powder though, but I don't want to add too much more liquid. I have no idea what's going to happen. It does look like latte. Okay. Alcohol ink. It's water soluble. It should be okay. So it's not going to give me a deep, rich color, but it's going to make it like an off-white. So like if I were adding this to a building, this is what color I'd want to add it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I poured. I just took it directly, and you can see my mold is bowing now. But if I would have had taken it out at 20 minutes instead of leaving it in there forever, because that was like 6 hours ago, it would have been fine. Alright, there's that one. And do this seashell looking thing. Some of them, I am horrible, you guys. Some of these have plaster left over in them from the last time I poured. So I doubt that they're going to come out perfect. Oops. Okay, here we go. And we'll do this one. I don't know that I'll have enough to fill that, but I'm going to do another batch. We'll do a batch of the light, okay? And it dries fairly quickly, so yeah, I don't know if the light maybe is less, like, I mean, obviously it's less dense, so maybe that's another reason why that piece broke, the long piece, is because I used the light. So, and no, the light was the first one I used, so this was not the light. Oh, we'll take this one out after like 20 minutes or so and see if it does the same thing, see if it breaks. Okay, so I looked all over the internet trying to find the ratio in 1/4 cup to 1 tablespoon, because the other way didn't work for me. But I just mixed it till I figured it out. So we're gonna do, this is the light. Let's see if it has the same ratio. 1/4 cup powder. Sealing these bags up. I don't know what will happen if they get moisture in them, but I do not want to see that. 1 tablespoon of water. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to, yeah, that's not gonna work. So about 1 tablespoon of water. There's another half. Let's see what happens there. It's supposed to be the same mixture, Maybe it's because I had some left over in there. Yeah, because this is... Okay, now I'm going to have too much, of course. But, yeah, I'm going to say just do the 1/4 cup to the 1 tablespoon. And if you have to add just a tiny bit more water, you can. I think it may have been because there was already some in there. Trying to get the lumps out. You can tell the difference in the color. I added that brown. This one is more of a white color. And I'm going to add some blue alcohol ink to this one. So if you have like Copic colors, this is Ranger, but if you have Copic or Spectrum Noir colors, you can use that too. Okay, so I'm going to pour that in here. That one's a little more stout, but it'll be alright. Which one didn't I do? I think I've done this one. Oops. And maybe not this one. And I have a Mod Podge mold somewhere I haven't been able to find yet. I've looked all over it. It's the picture frames. I just scraped that back off of the side of the thing. Okay. And did I do the little bow? I'll do the little bow. I think I did it, but I don't know what I did with it. This one may be a little harder to fill. I think. So the other thing I did is that, because I did make a huge mess the first time, more like this than any of these, is I took a sponge brush, so I just moved the plaster around. I guess it's ceramic, not plaster. And kind of smoothed it out a little bit. But it's so smooth that after this is done, we'll be able to sand it if we want. There was one more thing I wanted to try. And I have a project that I plan on using these for, but I wanted to, this is the Stamperia wooden shapes. I wanted to see if maybe, if I use my non-stick mat here, these are also available at Artistic Studio Creations. If I could fill in this shape. And it may hold its shape enough that, you know, I'll just be able to sand the excess off. So that's just a test. We'll see if that works, and then you guys will know. So we'll be back once this is all dry, and I'll peel them all off. And then I will fast forward and show you how to do all the different textures and colors. Hi everybody, so I wanted to show you how to mix, because when I mixed it last, it didn't, or I didn't have the measurements right, so now I do. So I mixed this is the other one, which I think was like a pearlescent, and one thing I note is if you're going to like do this big long one, take it out, don't leave it in there, because what happened is the plastic started to bow, and it may have been because I had something underneath it, but the plastic started to bow up and it broke that big long piece. But let's try it again. So take these out, and just as before, they are easy. So I'm gonna play this first, and then I'll show you how I decorated or did all these. And then another thing I'm gonna do is add, or try to add, some alcohol ink to the actual ceramic stuff. Okay, so that one's nice too. So I don't know what the difference is now. Okay, so this one is called, it's extra light, and it is quite a bit lighter, so that's good to know. So I don't know if my mixing instructions are going to actually be the same. Let's see here. This says 800 milliliters to 1 kilogram. Okay, it is the same. So whatever I come up with, which if it's the same as what I did before, we should be all good. And then I think I'll do I didn't do a very good job pouring these in, and I'll show you. I'm going to pour them in the same way because it was super easy. Maybe not right, but it was simple. It came out great. First thing I'm going to try is some acrylic paint, and I just got some brown here. Squeeze a dab in there, and I think this is maybe water. Yep, that's water. Water it down. So I do not know how it is going to react with water, since it is obviously water-based, and it's only been dry for a few hours, so this could get interesting. I just watered down some brown acrylic paint. It doesn't look like it's doing anything horrible quite yet. Oh, that's actually coming out pretty nice. My painting skills were better. Alright, so there's some brown paint. You wanna go outside, Bubby? Let's take a wash rag and that looks good. The detail is still on there, so it looks good. And then I think I have some oh, what's this stuff called? Liquid, no, Perfect Pearls, that's what it is. So let's see if we can't highlight some areas here. Now, Perfect Pearls come in all sorts of colors. I don't have too many of them. There. What do you think about that? And then you can squirt it with some water. Do I have a squirter here? I don't think I have a squirter. But if you squirt it with water, the Perfect Pearl set. So that's pretty neat, huh? It almost looks like a stopwatch or pocket watch. Just go around the outside for it and make sure I didn't miss any. There you go. I think that is a success. Let's see what else I can find. Okay, I did not clean any brushes because I am lazy like that. I have some old Tattered Angel's Glimmer Mist. Let's spray this. So first, this reminds me of a patina. Is that what it's called? Copper oxide. Am I saying that right? Oxidizes. Yeah, I like that. This is the same brown acrylic with water. Let's see. Maybe just a little concentration on this side. There we go. Well, what do you think? Okay. What else do we have to play with here? I have some of this metallic luster. Let's play with that. And this one is in rose gold. I actually got this on clearance at my local scrapbook store. And this is kind of thick, so I don't want to fill in the spaces. My paint's getting a little muddy. Okay, so I put it on there with my finger, and it filled in the detail. I don't want it filled in, so I think what we have to do paint it first, and then just go back and kind of dab the part that you want shiny. I think I need to let it dry. Let's try one. Let's try a different one. I kind of like the first one I did the best so far. We'll let that dry. Okay, it did give it a kind of a shine there. Hang on a second. I got a different color than that. Let's get, oops, how about a green? let that dry. Try this green on it. You can see that better, I think. And that would be like any metallic paste would do that. Like a rub and buff. There we go. I'll go let my doggies in. I'll be right back. Okay, I have some dilution spray. That's pretty neat. It has a really nice matte finish to it. Let's see, what can I do to that one? I have some white perfect pearls. I should get a dry brush for this. Oh, there it is. I'll use this one. I really like that. And then let me get my sprayer. This is my water mister, which is basically a old room spray bottle. Okay. Oh, I should have covered this first, obviously. Let's spray this one too. That will set. Those will set. This one has some overspray on it. Let's use some Spun Sugar Distressed Stain. And Spun Sugar is really light, so I'm not sure how it's going to show up. I do like it. I don't know that this is the right application method. It's gonna take forever. Let me think. Let me think. What else do I have? Same thing. Spun Sugar Distress Stain. I have a Heidi Swap. Really light. Really stuck to the bottom. There we go. I should test this first. Whatever. Oh, I love it. I like that coverage. And it's just about the same color as the Spun Sugar. Now, this is when you take... I really like that. This is a Heidi Swap. I haven't had that out in a really long time. Now, let's take this is Raspberry Jam from Hero Arts, and let's ink a little here. That almost matches that color. Maybe I don't want that color. I want more of a pink, a coral maybe. How about Stampin' Up Strawberry Slush? There we go. Maybe do like an ombre effect here. Not very good at my ombre affecting. I should have started with a lighter color. I have spun sugar up here. Still neat. Ooh, okay, what else can I do? Let's do... I found a copper Perfect Pearls. Let's do the one that we put the patina on here. I like it. I believe Crystal has Perfect Pearls in her shop. Be sure you check it out. Okay, I'm going to spray that one. Let it set. There we go. Oh, these little guys. Let's spray that one with pink. I like it. It's got a nice pearl to it. So we'll leave that one the way it is. Has a bubble on it. Let's do this one. Let's do this one in the brown and then spray it with the pink and see what happens. I don't know how that's going to look. We'll have to just wait and see when it dries. I may have to do like maybe some of the white shiny powder on it. Oh, what else do I have? It looks like everything so far is a success. Let's see. More Dilution Spray, more Tattered Angels, more Heidi Swap, the Distress Paints, which wasn't really a good fit because of the application method. I have some fine glitter paint from Tattered Angels. Let's try it. That is an ugly color, yo. I guess it is kind of industrial looking. It definitely has glitter in it. I'm getting impatient. There we go. I'm horrible, I know. Okay, so the glitter from the glitter paint is getting stuck in the gears. And that was happening before I dumped it on there, so that's not my fault. It's not my fault, really. So let's take this brush. It does have some brown on it, but that's okay. I'm going to spread the glitter out there. Okay, so I'm not like thrilled with that, but it worked. There's nothing wrong with the plaster. It's just kind of that's a kind of thing. What else do we have? I got 4 more. Let's revisit the brown. With the copper colors. Because I like that one, I think. I like the gold too, but... Okay. There's the green. The kind of coppery patina color. And then the Perfect Pearls. the perfect pearls, like a little just goes a long way, so just so you know. I like it. How about we just do a whole one in perfect pearls? Let me spray this. So in order to do that, I think what I'll do is spray. I need to get some paint on it from my finger. I'm going to take my dry brush and dab. Is that the one I sprayed? I think it is. I think it looks wonderful. I love the perfect pearls. Oh, I think I got too much on there. It's all over. So that's like all copper. And then let's just do a spritz of the green. Whoa, it didn't spritz. It leaked. There we go. Go back in and... Oh, I love it. I'll spritz this. There we go. Maybe a little. Oops, sorry. Didn't realize that I had to that close. What I'm doing is making a mess, right? I'm going to spray this lovely pink that I like so much again. And then I have a